Well, to tell us a bit more about this, let's bring in France 24's Angela Diffley. Angela, first of all, give us some context about the Vichy regime.
Yes, as you said, Jeannie, the first French president to go there in 40 years since President Giscard d'Estaing. Now, for younger viewers who might not be familiar with what we call the Vichy regime, in 1940, the period between 1940 and 1944, France was governed from Vichy by Marshal Philippe Pétain in collaboration with the Nazis, who had occupied the rest of France. And so this period was called the Vichy regime. Now, for a long time, France tried to disown this period of its history, if you like, and thought of it as an aberration, that wasn't really France. That was a period in French history, but it didn't really represent the French state. That was something which really didn't hold. And in 1995, Jacques Chirac, to the pleasure of many Jewish people, said France must own this period of its history, that it was the French state, and that the Vichy regime was a sinister part of French history.
And it is a word that still stirs up a lot of emotion here in France. So why is Emmanuel Macron going there now?
Well, actually, Macron has been invited on several occasions, it's emerged, and has not found the time until now. So obviously, the timing is very important. We know that we're either in a pre-election campaign or a campaign, depending on how you look at it. And history has become a theme already of the run-up to the French elections. The French nationalist candidate, Éric Zemmour, who is himself Jewish, has put history very much in the centre of the campaign. He feels that France should show much more pride in its history and stop apologising. And unusually for a Jewish person, he has said that he believes Marshal Pétain saved many French Jews by agreeing to collaborate in the deportation and the ultimate extermination of thousands of foreign Jews. Now, most historians who've examined this period very, very thoroughly, including very many foreign historians, simply do not agree with that. It is a very odd thesis. There are a few people who agree with it, but it's part of Zemmour's idea of looking back on French history with pride. A lot of people are very puzzled that he's done this. There are some people who suggest that it might be some attempt to woo a particular kind of French Catholic, but it's unclear why he brought that into the campaign. He now says he doesn't want to talk about it anymore, that he's been taken out of context. But that has meant that it's become a very political live issue within the election campaign. There are other reasons as well that Macron might want to visit Vichy. It's as good a place as any to take the temperature of the French public. He is starting to get out and about more, as a president should, but also no doubt aware that the campaign is coming up. And also, Vichy has been newly anointed a UNESCO World Heritage Site with several other European spa towns as the great spa towns of Europe.
Angela, thank you so much for that. Angela Diffley there on that trip of Emmanuel Macron to the town of Vichy, which does come just a few months before the first round of the presidential election.